It was simply not chosen, so we got the Vault instead. You watched LAPs play against Optic on this match earlier. They looked phenomenal on the Vault. Hydra uncontained, both Ghosty, who's been having an incredible tournament, and Scrap were teeing off. That means, of course, the AR square-up battle we're gonna have. Rancor and Super, the rookies, coming in from challengers, might be disrespected. They have earned their place here, looking for the dub.
Another great finish for the Heretics. What a transformation for the roster. Opening nade. That's the way it goes. The Thieves know how that one feels. Straight off into this first B1, and it's great for the Thieves.
Oh, and I already see Scrap in his player cam. He's chirping. You got Hydra laser focused, and he's not calling out the one shots. He's calling out the deads. Clean start, great P1 time.
Yes, it's on board with Hydra. Watch out for the nades, but Real slips underneath the damage there, out of the radius and into the feed. Scrap and Ghosty once again. This is such a great start. 4-1 for Scrap now. Ghosty, the 2-0. Envoy still fighting for time. Heretics dries a bone in the scores.
Yeah, you are. I mean, beautiful. And by the way, Scrap and Ghosty, the two players called out. I mean, you got 7-1 combined, so the ARs have not slowed down a single step. And in spite of the fact that Heretics just played, the guns are not looking warm. I mean, they get shut out on P1. Going to be a 30-point lead going into the new time. Super, the one man that you're going to be looking for. Scrap, well, he has the battle well overwhelmed. Good teamwork from Heretics. They stabilized. They won the P2 rotation.
Yeah, great. Look at that, 34 seconds out of P1. Thieves have shown on Skyline as well. Very adept at the first of the map. Here we go in a second. Metals finds the corner. Over by time, Rancor doing what he can up front. So this is a forward position, cutting down the Thieves, not even getting close to this one. That lead is evaporated here in the hot desert sun.
Yeah, and as good as Thieves were on the P1, as you point out, the teamwork completely collapsed. Very much a scattered mess for the moment. In P2, better time than you're gonna get on the first hill. Just like that, Heretics have snapped and taken the lead.
Oh dear, well, Envoy makes his way through Paul over to Real, finds one. No second there, Hydra now over the top. Metal's trying to pick up a few from behind. You've still got the Hardpoint for the Heretics. They are taken away. Man, that's the break. But it's still going to be Metals up front. Can he find another one here as he rolls towards time? Oh, Machine Gun Metals finds two.
And well, who's actually going to get the time? Ghost is going to spawn near it, playing a little game of keep away, and all virtually tied up going into the new time. On the long-term battle, of course, left side spawns for LAPs. Envoy going to be holding it down. Super looking to take it from him. Successful at that. Everybody's here surrounding this time, and right now, Heretics, they got the jump, they got the pressure, and going to be soaking up at least a little bit on P3, but trying to play the long game. Haven't broken spawns just yet.
Oh, lovely shots from Rancor. 3 spree, 8-5 overall. Looking at Hydra next.
Flip.
And there it is. Thieves on the right-hand side of the minimap. Hydra ready for this fight. Good shots. The second man surely does not find the kill. Hydra, here we go. The dots was on, but Metals with the trade. The time now going the way for the Heretics as well. Mid-map Scrap. And what a battle this continues to be.
Yeah, this is everything right now on this P3. Rancor goes on a nice spree, and Real has had the hot hand all game long. On the flip side, Envoy, slow start, 2-9. Can't afford that at your main SMG, but Ghosty wins a crucial one. Fortunately for him, can't cross just yet. Two players gonna be top order. Maybe you can. Ghosty backs down Metals. Everybody trying to sword through. Real gets traded, and Thieves, they have the numbers on new.
Oh, yeah, they fly in towards the new hard point. Fast moving in there. Find a corner, any corner. Take a pick. Oh, Metals. Another dot on the minimap, cleaned up by his teammate Rancor. 4 minutes to go in game. Eyes on the clock. It's happened a few times this tournament already. Rancor brought down by Hydra. In over towards time again, but Fusele, Hydra finds a big 3.
We hail him for a reason. Still don't gotta get to the time. It's difficult to break the spawns. Only one player from Miami gonna spawn out, but the hill's gonna be surrounded. Super trying to reload. Successful. The coverage though not there. Ghosty for 2. Still though the break is not yet in. Heretics by the skin of their teeth. Still soaking up the time.
Finding it, and the perimeter check was safe for a moment there. Heretics now opened the back door. Real doing what he can to get back into safety. Now towards the front as well. The Thieves break. The Thieves are in for 13 seconds.
Yeah, I mean, they're having to fight that uphill battle in Super and Envoy right now. It might just be a game of who can start kicking up a little bit sooner. Of course, for Super soaking inside of the hill. 1:22 compared to Envoy's 15. So right now, the man chirping, not getting involved.
Not getting involved too much, but the halfway time helps. Rancor absolutely getting involved. Spree over, but the kills are great. Back into P1 we go. This is where the Thieves had a good start. Since then, a little quiet. See if they can't recover now. Out of the corner, back into the ring we go. Ding, ding, round 2.
Yeah, and you're having a long-term battle for the new spawns. Rancor gonna take it. Heretics have secured it, and they're winning the gunfight by the new time. Real, what a distraction he is.
Oh,
Vault and gets the timing to jump up top. That is the comms and teamwork flowing for Miami. Turn the map on its head and slowly running away with the game.
Yeah, once again, this is looking like a good P1. Heretics there, all down and out. Thieves. Time to get some of that sweet hardpoint time. 20 seconds of it to go. Now you start to attack P2. Now you go to the bottom right-hand side of the minimap. Envoy, he's had a slow game. That 6-14 looks like a blemish on otherwise a brilliant tournament he's had. Hydra now on the front. Wicked shots there with a Jackal. Real alone.
And look at that. Like, I mean, just the scoreboard's looking crazy. It is a battle for the new P2. Real's being annoying, but we're scrapping. Ghosty had the hot start. Rancor has been frying at 20 kills. So a takeover game, but only a 20-point difference. And once again, LA Thieves soaking up the time. A very tight setup. Heretics trying to break down.
They move fast enough. It's going to be a 3v3 here by the Jacuzzi. Hydra! Wow, 4 in a row now. Keeps the time. Keeps it going. Counter-attack is swift from the Heretics. They fly in, but they can't kill Hydra. He's still alive. The soak, the catch. That'll get him.
I mean, the natural habitat really paying off their form, but still 30 seconds worth fighting for.
Oh!
It would have been a trade battle, but Scrap drops Rancor, take down the Rookie of the Year and soak up the final 20 and allowing the back spawns. This is a dagger. This is the opportunity for LA Thieves to truly run it up in Real. Well, a little bit too slow. Hydra has made his way through. The timing though, Real, there's the heads-up gameplay you're looking for. Long-term, a good situation for Heretics, but the 50-point lead that they once had is gone.
A couple of little moments. Scrap only putting one player there on flank. It's brilliant stuff. The Thieves, they have the lead for now. Let's go for a listen in.
Full ammo. Outer, mid pillar, nice. On the mid car,
Mid car, flip car. Mid car, flip car.
Flip car. Weak ammo, 2 ammo.
Dude, another one ammo, another one
One shot metal. One ammo, Go one one ammo. pillar.
I'm going through left, bro. I'm going through left.
I'm gonna wrap him up.
Big mid, big mid.
Yeah, I'm just sitting under square right now. I'm waiting for you guys.
Let's go square one shot.
Absolutely.
Deep square one shot.
Nice, double doors.
Let's go mid, let's go mid.
Top white.
Just hold mid, hold mid.
Nice, stay
Hold
alive,
mid.
stay Top alive. white time. Top
We
white
should
time.
break the time.
Yeah, I'm waiting for you guys.
Time on their pillar. Yeah, made it. Literally on their pillar, one top
Mid,
white.
mid,
Nice.
mid. Go mid. Somebody go mid.
You
I will.
go, Dan.
Yeah,
Go.
mid.
Once we control.
Ivy open. Yo, in
Ciao,
close. Our
Benson.
side close. Our side close.
I kill him. I kill him. Really weak. He's there.
Nice. Once we control A. B control. Outer Jeep. One shot on the Jeep and one top white.
Nothing mid. Main outer Jeep.
On the Jeep.
Once one ammo.
Heard you. 1 ammo.
No, yeah,
Two spawn out.
Bearness. Mid pillar.
On time. Top yellow. Don't die, buddy. On time.
Yeah, just live. I'm
Yeah,
jumping
one
in
top
square.
yellow.
Vault
We're
right
one
now.
spawn ammo again.
Outside,
two
close,
spawn ammo.
in vault. He went out P control.
And statue on new.
Statue on new. New Tommy. New going to you. Wait towards default.
Time dead.
Nice.
Nice.
One in the back.
Yeah,
One out.
deep
One in the back.
In the back.
Go to the back, guys.
I'm out here.
Quick left.
He's in the corner. Line, guys. They're gonna be line.
Ryan not weak. He's still on
Lion
line.
dead.
Nice.
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 3-3. Let's get done.
Last guy. Real. Bang the hill. Let's go.
One shot. Absolute. Both. Two in time.
Alright, I'm
Two
just picking
top.
this. Back up. Nice. I did top.
Left top. I got detonated.
Time, not weak. He's just a default right now.
Default. One bullet. Hit.
Nice.
One statue. One shot.
Okay, I'll go.
Statue that.
Nice.
Deep left. Two of them.
Yeah, two deep left and then one time.
Sean deep left for you guys. Where else gonna be statue?
Top yellow.
I spawned you.
Top yellow went out
right.
left. Top yellow went out left.
I'm out right. Nothing can come right.
On
You're
the Jeep,
top-
on the-
It's B control right now, Real. I'm
he
gonna
going?
flip. Where's he going? He's going concert vault.
On the far on the left.
The butcher pots. You going
That's
P3,
it.
P3.
I can come help them.
P3 dead. One fucking bullet. Hitting
pushing
three.
him.
Yes, hitting through.
Double doors
Nice,
it.
good job.
You
did.
I can block. I can
Yeah,
block. Open.
From one side of the stage to the other. Here we go to the Heretics.
Ahora en piscina, ¿vale?
Así que toma vuestro tiempo.
Pueden estar en K, ¿vale? Vale.
Izquierda lobby, estoy en una bala,
El lobby no
Hay gente en la piscina.
Sí, dale.
Pero cambiando de muerto. Estoy en tiro.
Otra izquierda. Voy
Escucha, estoy en tiro. No me hace chal.
Muerto.
Cada se pararía, ¿vale?
Doble side,
Uno con el último.
Vale.
No ha cenado, ¿vale? A lo mejor pone en Dior.
Salte tú.
Uno en Dior.
Otro más. Bol. Va para piscina, creo. No estoy seguro.
No sé qué hace el de frente.
Pasarela ya ha muerto otro.
Voy a poner de piscina yo.
Pasarela una bala.
Piscina. Un tiro piscina.
Pasarela una bala. Pasarela.
Está en el pedo el
Wing en
otro.
pivo, ¿vale?
Edo muerto.
Va a pulsar, está solo desde el
Voy
genio.
para atrás, voy para
Está
atrás.
corriendo la pasarela,
Sí,
chaval.
Está al fondo gallo.
Venid de frente, si podéis.
Buscamos
Pasarela Ghosty.
Pasarela
Ahí está
Ghosty.
fondo.
Son dos
Se
pasarelas,
tira,
dos pasarelas.
Tengo el fondo yo.
Están
Otro
pegados.
más K. Otro más de izquierda.
Cuidado.
Se abre de izquierda abajo. Otro K.
Otro Heavy Man entra, chaval.
Estaba hablando.
Estoy muerto.
Blanco no
Puto,
veo.
Iván Cali de puto.
Una bala.
Él hacia medio tiene que aguantar.
Nosotros juntos.
Sí, 2 puntos.
Bueno, otro más Valtor, fondo atrás, Costi.
Una nación de frente, chavales. Si tengo-
Uno va a estar por blanco, ¿vale? Costi.
Vale,
Sí, va unos catos. Ayúdame a limpiar
la
Cat.
piscina. Podéis limpiar el gato.
Un tiro. No veo.
Saque sin piscina, chavales.
Es Catidra, ¿vale? Catidra no veo.
Cocina muerto uno.
Una bala.
Puede ser que
Piscina
haya hecho.
Vale, calca para Cat.
No hace nada,
Muerto Paco, muerto.
Toma,
Adori, punto.
Acecha derecha.
Una bala justo. Se lo tomo un punto.
Tiro en voy en las palmeras. Y otro nivel Cat.
Dos más, chavales. Está bajo del punto. Va a vuestro tiempo, bro.
Al otro.
Está con un pato, está en la palmera. Tú,
Derecha muerto.
Voy
a abrir izquierda, sí, voy a abrir izquierda.
Una bala.
Ya lo vi.
Arriba de la Cat.
Cada dibujado.
No hacía nada,
La cosa no es Gucci, lo dejo,
Uno en la izquierda se va a pasar Hydra.
Escúchame.
Cuidado a la derecha.
¿Dónde?
Eso arriba, a la izquierda está Hydra en el gym, cuidado.
¿En el gym?
Sí, está cerca.
Sí, pero está muerto.
Recon, no veo. Otro.
It is a tenacious game of Hardpoint. Thieves, the first team to cross 200. But now the Heretics, great position to be in, not only for 3, but going in a 4.
Well, that's still, though, they aren't going to be down 30 points. So they got to make sure they kick up right now. Long term in a good spot, but P4 is where the knockout blow is going to happen. And so far for Miami Heretics, so good. In the time, going on sprees. They don't have control of the middle of the map, so soaking up the time is going to be tough. But a 30-point lead, cut down to 20. And for LA Thieves, no one's gotten through just yet.
Oh yeah, Rencor. Man, what a map he's having. 33-27. Hardpoint Thieves. Map control though, still Heretics. With 25 seconds to go, this late in the hardpoint, you can't afford to take hits like that.
You don't want to give away the time. You need to make sure you root him out, and you're not going to be able to root out Ghosty. He's going to deliver the bit of scrap, and now here's the battles for new. LA Thieves, they've gotten through, they've gotten past, and Rencor up top. Baby overwhelmed. Envoy drops him, and number 6 Hydra on the new time. Could very well be that final blow. LA Thieves, the advantage in the game is firmly there.
Yeah, Thieves, they managed to occupy both of the buildings. They've got players all over now. Scrap by statue, lining them up. Here comes the next hit. Rencor got a crossover. He does to safety for now. The rest of his teammates to the other side of the map. Hydra now on Rencor watch. Can he catch him before he makes entry to time?
Love the patience, though. I mean, you had Rencor manage to get the cross. He just now got his first kill. This has been 20 seconds given away. Heretics, you've traded away so much time. You have to get this break.
Cash, it's got to be in there. Go fly. Enter through the backside. Whatever you can do, find an opening. Battle your way through. Thieves have got this one, and they've not let go so far. Real finds 2 on the break. Scrap is still soaking. This is for the map. Dive on in, get the kill. Hydra through the front door, but it's 2 seconds for the win.
And Hydra's taking the route. He is going to be hitting him from the back. Well, he doesn't check the corner, but Envoy through the front door gets one, falls. Heretics have survived. You have to get to this new time. It is going to be a foot race, and there's pressure on because Scrap still spawns in the back. You can hit old, you can rotate to new. Everything for Heretics has to be perfect, and he dives in. And he wins it, but only for 249, but on new. LA Thieves are here, and they got him. Map number 1 secured.
Vamos, Heretics up until that last hill. 202, all they could muster. The lights were on, but nobody was home. Another money hill by P4 as the Thieves steal away map number 1, even against the odds. 38 and 28 out of Scrap. He was roaring.
And on a championship Sunday, Miami Heretics, they are no stranger to it. They have had multiple top 4 placings. They have been in these positions before, but a championship Sunday is where greatness has been made. Now they're playing against teams like Atlanta, playing against teams like LAT. That is now 4 map losses in a row for the squad, feeling the pressure. Super had great hill time, but the kills production not quite there. Rencor was putting on a show, but as slow as LA Thieves might have started on the first set of rotations, when they heat up, they take over and Scrap, letting him know. 38 kills, 4,700 damage, a titan in this lobby.
Yeah, both Scrap and Hydra, real heavyweights there. Big assists across the board for both of our teams. Well, a great start to this lower matchup finals. 12 minutes of Hardpoint there on full. However, will we choose the highlights? Oh, that's right. It was basically the whole match.
Yeah, I mean, you could take a look at anything, but that final, the break didn't happen when P4 popped. It was the final 20 seconds of the P3 where LA Thieves were able to make their way through, but Heretics, they were in all the right positions, just unable to win the gunfight. So that's the key break in the game, and I think LAT, most of the time they were able to collect was on the P2, and I know Hydra, both of the first P2s, he was absolutely lights out. He was getting spreed out in both of them.
Yeah, he was absolutely insane spree from inside time. It was a stick that had to finish him off because he was so strong there on that P2. Really, really ugly gunfights in this one. Real dirty up close, hip fire, aims, you name it. A lot of close battles Crazy stuff there on Vault. Heretics shy of that last push. The Thieves, they managed to pull it all back, and again, the game flow is going to be an interesting one because solid effort out of both squads.
We could even hear in the listening, can't understand for Heretics, but at least on the side of LAT, it's not necessarily the most traditional listening we're expecting to have. It was a little bit disjointed. You can clearly tell that they were feeling the pressure, but in those types of environments, that's where Scrap and Hydra shine. That's where you are just all about the slang numbers, and those two players undeniable. But again, it's the P2s, I think, they're at least later on. I mean, you go from 78 to 121, and the second jump, 156 to 203. P2 is not an easy time to collect. They had a lot of tight setups rolling through, but in those mixing moments, turns out LAT looking dominant. And of course, the final P4 break, well, really seals the deal.
I mean, pretty much both the P4s for the Thieves were very solid there, regardless of twos. Only the top squads can really make money hills of them this late into the Black Ops 6 life cycle. We got a red card now for Search and Destroy. This should be a very good matchup as well against both squads. Extremely adept at the mode. First go arounds, obviously a couple of round 11s, a couple of nail-biting moments. You see the heist squad there, the families of the Thieves. Nervous tension for sure.
Of course, a moment of necessity. Heretics have been the second best S&D team in the game as of recent, going toe-to-toe with Atlanta FaZe. Their record is incredible. They need the red card here. It is a glimpse of a rematch. We've seen Thieves on this map on the red card. They were able to pick them apart. You had Scrap and Hydra as a duo on the map, working together so consistently, so effectively. And of course, it's not red card notorious for all the wall bangs, but it looks like LA Thieves have everything dialed in. Strats on point, they're ready to go. Maybe Heretics with that experience that they had, going to be able to make adjustments, but it'll be interesting to see what style they bring to the table. I know Super is certainly a standout in the game mode, but his stats in that mode, online to land, they have been a little bit shifted. Clearly a player that has been targeted by LAT, looking to take him down again.
Yeah, map like red card, a few more set pieces, quite literally, when it comes to planting. The post-plant positions are a lot more common on this map. No one really knows what they're doing, but it's how you retake those. How creative can you get when the chips are down and your back's against the wall? With both of our squads, especially for the Thieves, you don't want to leave anything a chance. I would be hesitant to say that they're going to use all of their tricks here. We might see some new stuff in a run up towards champs. Same for the Heretics now. What they would give to make a grand finals with a squad this strong, this close to champs as well.
Rancor hyperactive in those stats. I mean, a kill per round, perfect in the opening duels. He's not often the opening initiator, but when he does get involved, well, he has been flawless. Bomb looking over towards the A site. Defensive setup for Heretics, absolutely going to be here for the pressure.
And this is one of the standard rounds we're going to see. No trophy, so everything that everybody throws will most likely meet its mark. If there's a player there, we'll find out real quick. Hydra, he still has a frag grenade to play with, but he's going to be far forward right now. And again, very usual spots. This is what I mean by sort of set pieces. Places you're going to find players nearly all the time. These are the hot spots, these are the heat map kills, and information already passed over.
Well, there's no secrets about this round. Information being exchanged by either side. Bomb planted, Hydra caught though for the first blood. Super great rip on the pick. Now you got to hit the go button, see if you can root these players out. Scrap distant in the windows. They're swarming on time. Ghosty picks, Ghosty trade.
Oh, Envoy gets away with his life, but Renkor's going to peek that window enough to force the intel. And now a man alone.
Good read.
Oh boy, 1v2. 1v1. Pistol! And that is an unbelievable round from Envoy. What a tournament he's having.
And that is electric stuff. 22 seconds on the clock. He catches Super, just turning tail and running away. He zaps him and makes the play. Dylan Hannon, a world champion. And that is a champion level play.
Uno, dos, and here comes Trace around the corner again to the Strider. His old trusty Strider. Ay, Dios mío, he said. Absolutely. What an opening round.
And he's standing up and letting him know Envoy out here playing with some fire, and he bails his team out immediately. Envoy has been no stranger to the clutch.
He's having a serious tournament. The respawns as well. Hydra far forward, and he catches Real.
And that's bombed down. I mean, the disappearing act. In the meantime, Super does find a pick on Scrap, so you even up the odds, and crazy timing on the B site. I mean, Envoy has a free pinch, but so does Metals. And weirdly enough, LAT in position, in a sense, to make the read, but with Envoy with the clearance through. No, that awareness is ridiculous. LAT on top of things. And now for Miami, they have to reposition, attack this A site. A bit of a nightmare situation.
Hydra Houdini once again strikes. And no one can seemingly figure out how he does it. Renko with the bomb plant. Super there by the top spot. Actually vacates now, goes towards double doors. So you've given up a couple of the power positions. Again, we're going to the usual spots right now for the Thieves. They're going to check these places out. And Renkor not in a great place. Envoy could go very, very big here. The 30 seconds, the round goes boom.
The rookie duo, the pressure's on. The clock ticking down in LAT, wasting a lot. They've cleared out every single corner, but you got to hop this bomb in the next 17, and without time, you just get caught 2v2.
Oh, that's huge. Renkor spots the man on bomb now, making something happen. Super's going to get it, the last man left alive. A 2v3 for the rookies.
Unbelievable in LAT. I think they just sort of lost sight of the round, and that is a big clutch for their get back. Because of the awareness. We don't have the comms from LAT, but I would imagine Envoy, maybe he spotted out the player going in towards B. Maybe they noticed that the doors were open. But that awareness just to find the pick is incredibly impressive. Just for them to falter later on. Tied up 1-1, each team showing the clutch ability.
I really love the off sort of angle Super was holding there. He knows he's not going to have a chance fighting the player up top. The usual place to be, but he lays the trap. A very, very heads-up veteran play from the youngster there on the roster. 3 kills to his name in that round. 4-1 overall, and now we're going to the third round. Trophies at play. Opening nades are going to get caught. Again, all the usual spots full of players.
And initially, Heretics very prepared for the B hit. Non-existent, but maybe long-term they're looking for it. Hydra, he's the man right now responsible for watching the flank, potentially on the minimap, looking to get involved. He's starting to creep up on the map as his team is over towards A. If Envoy's dropping the bomb, he's looking to make a play.
Yeah, he doesn't want to get caught in a bad position. And then have his boys have to recover that from a wide open space. Ghosty with a bomb pickup.
Metal's got him.
Sniffed out. Hydra, not as sneaky this time. We peek behind the Magician's Curtain and we find nothing but a man, and now it's a 3v3.
And Metals is isolated. Real, well, protecting his teammate. Now you're looking for the trades. Ghosty in a tough spot. Metals looking to trap him in. And Metals has options. He's got a bunch of players near him. They're playing a patient game. The kill's right in front of them. The damage is there. The trades are not. The 25 seconds, LAT, the clock has not been their friend.
Not at all. They tried a little bit too much. The 1v2 is absolutely slaughtered. Smiles on the Thieves. Scrap finds 2 in the round.
And a moment of impatience there from Miami. The clock was certainly on their side, but they're starting to run around, getting a little bit too squirrely. And Scrap just chuckling. Certainly a player filled with confidence, and now you got the 2-1 lead.
Scrap finds himself at 2-2 overall. No crazy stat lines just yet for anyone of the Thieves. Super, however, at 5-2 this early on. He's not looking bad whatsoever. Down around, on attack. Here come the Heretics.
Getting top control. Real's going to be actually responsible for the window. Super responsible for the pinch. Envoy looking through Ticket, but you can see he gets back down. But Thieves have perfectly stacked up over towards the A site. All the firepower in the world that they need. They got the intel. The sun's landing on their faces. Heretics is going to be uncomfortable. They're going to have to work for this.
Yeah, Thieves are creeping forward. They're waiting for the opportunity. They're waiting for anyone to find it. Oh, that's massive. Watch out for Envoy. They're on a big flank. Who's going to read it? Is Real going to be there for this? As Metal's still, he's the front line, the man with the bomb. Envoy will play spoiler in a moment. Depending on how quickly we can plant this. Here comes Envoy, breach and clear.
And that should be the round. I mean, he got the advantage. Another 2v3 clutch potential, though, with bomb down. Last time, LAT just a little bit too slow. Now, at least they have the information. They know they can work Metals.
He's alone in the archway, a typical spot. He pushes the front line forward. Can he catch a kill? Cannot. Envoy, wicked stuff. Trades are done. Renkor, 1v2. Trying to cover the bomb.
Great read.
A read on the challenge. 20 seconds.
Just needs my time.
15.
Oh, he's got it. He knows it. What a play out of Renkor. Dance with them. Doesn't get the gunfight win, but it is one he did not need it. A 1v3 there from Renkor. Maybe not as impressive as Envoy's, but still cerebral in the moment. Just knows he needs to waste time, and the read he had on Envoy, perfect. He knows Scrap, and Envoy gonna be hunting him down. Pre-aim and L trigger absolutely on point. The rookie ices up.
Perfect place to have that kill and have those routes to take. That is the most open section of the map. Managed to find the best piece of cover he could. The bush doesn't offer much cover, but plays it to perfection. Round 5, Thieves attack.
And this time it's Scrap roaming over towards B, and maybe that shows the hand of a bit more of a commitment. 3 players for Thieves nearby to work this site. Rancor's got the cheeky angles, but all that is an information game. But Envoy, he wants to force it through. His teammates are not for the backup, but maybe he doesn't need them. Envoy's gonna do it himself.
That's a massive kill. Incredible reaction time there, and this is a Thieves classic. Find a kill on one site and immediately oscillate to the other. Oh, but wait, it's a double-double bluff.
Oh, they're absolutely trapped in now. They're just waiting for a rotation. They're no-showing, expecting someone to wrap out and waiting him to fall into Hydra's lap.
Oh, Scrap's got himself one at the front. Envoy, he finds another. The trap's certainly set. You can plant the bomb at your leisure, gentlemen. What a fantastic round. Thieves take the lead.
Yeah, that is a phenomenal swarm in Envoy again. He's playing a dangerous game with bomb in hand to go for the chow, but it is a very common corner, and Envoy prepared for it. He gets that, and then his teammates are watching over top, getting the shots in through the double doors to make sure there are no trades going through. And for LA Thieves, you can see how dialed they are in the game mode. I mean, they just swarm and get complete control of the map. Hydra gets to top Eskies. They're ready for the middle of the map pressure. LAT, in some moments, no time wasted, and yet the 2 rounds Heretics have, it is 2v3 bomb plants that they're successful with.
Now look at the sprees across the board there for the Thieves. We'll be looking at streaks soon, considering the RCXD highlight on this map. This time we're going to show ourselves towards the B side of the map for Heretics. How successful will you be? The Thieves with a decent amount of coverage here. Hello. 2 on the inside of the mail room, and that is an absolutely staggering attack that has not worked out. Rancor lives. The trade was great. Here comes the Ghosty across map. Real's going to reinforce also. The battle for the B-bomb site truly begins now.
Well, for Heretics, it's a battle to recollect that bomb. They're dealing with 2 SMG players in the close quarters. Super in a mixy spot, and they still have to go and just pick up this bomb before they can do anything else.
Start to think about the nades. Get those across. Bomb recovered, so that one problem sorted. Super walks away with the Jackal as well. 30 seconds. Can they make their way across map?
Well, they got what they were looking for. Get the bomb, get out of dodge. Unfortunately for them, LA Thieves starting to get active. They're clearing space, and number 7 ready for the read. So you're just running out of time, and now you're getting overwhelmed. So the clock, not their best friend, and we are playing very split. Ghosty's here. LAT on point.
He saw the cross a mile away. He gets 2v1 though. Fast moves now. Hydra might be able to intercept the bomb plant in time. Can he get there? No. Unable to interdict the plant. A pinch situation now. 1v1s on either side. Envoy, can he get it again with a pistol? No. Super versus Hydra.
Mind games. Beautiful stuff out of Hydra. It's the mind games. He knows Supra has to go back and check the bomb. He takes the most aggressive position available on the map and just lies in wait, and it wasn't even a standoff. Super falls for the trap immediately.
This has been LA Thieves Search and Destroy all tournament long. If they have you in a position where you need to make a move, they will let you make that mistake every single time. They play off the aggression of their opponents. It's easy reads for them. We've heard them in the comms as well. Case in point.
And how about the work from Envoy as well? Super's been getting gassed up as one of the best S&D players in the game. Well, Envoy for the moment has his number 10-4, and we're only going into round number 7. Envoy has been a guarantee this map.
B-bomb. A show of force and an aggressive attack now from the Heretics. Are we able to catch these players out towards A? No, but the Thieves have read this, and they are all in on A.
And that A side is completely empty. They're going to have to force to play the retake. I mean, good timing through the middle of the map, but what is LA Thieves going to do? Push through. Metals, I mean, he's the lone defense on the back line, and I'm looking at it. He might get overwhelmed. There are 3 players that could just trap him in.
There's not enough firepower on this side of the map. Metals is vying against 3 members of the Thieves. The guns are up already. Here we go, mate. Your teammates have shown up. Rancor has your cross covered. Oh, what a catch! Throw it back! Beautiful work. Buys himself some space and time, but the boys are not here just yet. A pinch on the other side as well. Metals finds one. Trades are there. Rencor making his way forward to the left. Hydra now super fights. 2v2.
Oh, he's sprinting at him, and he's able to get the kill, and now it's Envoy again for the 1v2. Him against Super, the knockout blow. There is no time, and Envoy dancing, and Envoy has gotten it. He plays him like a fiddle
He
again.
floats like a butterfly, and this bomb will sting like a bee. Map point, LA Thieves.
And Envoy just knows he is a little too good, a little too fast, and he sees the game just a little too better. Absolutely on point, a guarantee in every single round. Another clutch coming in from the world champion.
He has had such an unbelievable map. An incredible tournament so far. A world champion in his own right, 11-5. 9 non-traded. 1,300 plus damage. Map point for the Thieves. For the Heretics, this is going to be good.
And to have a 2-0 lead for this team going into control, devastating. First blood though, Real secures it finally. They stop Envoy.
It's a 2v1 situation there in the stun. Might connect. Now there's players behind him in tickets. So, oh, wicked work. Rencor checks the corner. What a shoulder. Trays are there, but it all comes down to Ghosty. And this is a brilliant bounce back from the Heretics.
And we do not count Ghosty out of these situations.
I've seen him do this before. The man who set a kill record of his own on this very map and mode. Ghosty. Let him get to work. Okay. Might be in a bit more trouble this time round. Trusty pistol. Too many Heretics to deal with. 5-3.
Yeah, in LAT, you see in that round, they wanted to sort of hit that final blow. They wanted to make a stamp on the round, run it up the gut through the middle of the map, and see if you can just demoralize them before going into control. A little too aggressive, though. Heretics handle the pressure on the pinch. They read it through the entire time, so staying heads up on the game plan. Still, though, they are down 3-5. And in my mind, for Heretics, this is a must-win
It's
map.
the same story. Same story with every series of the Thieves. You have to win one map before the half. You can't rely on control. They're just too good at it. This is a must-win for the Miami Heretics. LA Thieves on attack. So many good tricks, and if the tricks aren't good enough, it is the real magic of Envoy. Oh, that is it. Scrap finds the first blood alongside him. Hydra on the pinch. Hydra finding the kills in from behind. On with Ghosty now, who will dance around it. Super, you running on the wrong part of town. Gets put down. Rencor, it's a 1v3. The guns are still smoking hot. But here come the Thieves. Forward they fly into victory. Into a 6-3. And into 2-0 in the series.
An absolute slammage as well in Envoy, the king of the credit for that map too. I mean, we opened up with a filthy 1v3 clutch, guaranteed top 5 play of the week, and it was not the only clutch Envoy had on that map. Outplayed and outsmarted LAT on Red Card. They have it dialed in.
Heretics might burn all their fuel, taking care of them in the winners round 2. Series is not over yet, but the series is looking dire for them indeed. Control on the horizon and not the destination they want, especially now. Down to Envoy. We will talk about that one for a minute. Unbelievable. He really did put the Heretics on watch. 4-8 for Real and Metals, 8-6, 8-8 Super and Rencor. They did give everything they had. The damages are everything there, but just outsmarted, outplayed, outgunned in nearly every possible situation. Thieves, 2-0.
Yeah, and they are having a pretty comfortable losers bracket run right now is LA. They dropped their 2 maps so far down in the depths, and they have just been menaces. The vault looking clean, the red card even better, and obviously the control, we'll talk about it again. Even if they lose it, which is not necessarily likely, LAT, they love rewind as well. They're as comfortable as they could possibly be in this series. They can see the grand finals.
We're going to go back to Vault. This is what we done on Hardpoint, but now to Control. Before we get there, though, we're going to the depths.
We are one map away from the same grand final we had to open the season. Let's break down what we've seen so far, though, in this elimination match. Miami Heretics, the #1 seed, get their rematch, but it doesn't start the same way. It's LA Thieves coming out with a win with Hacienda out of the mix.
Yeah, I mean, starting with that Vault control, obviously you have the great Envoy plays in map number 2. But honestly, Vault Hardpoint, they were able to take that Vault Hardpoint. I mean, if you're Miami, that's one it felt like you were in control. You won the first 2 P4s, but Thieves did such a good job at P1 and P2 chipping away the lead, and then they were able to retake the lead with like a perfect P2 to end the game. They win the final P4, and yeah, this is a tough part when you're playing Thieves, losing this map too.
Now, we mentioned that Envoy kind of has had slow stats in the first Hardpoints. He took over game 2, Al.
He's been unreal in Search and Destroy. I talked about it while we were heading into this. He has like a 1.7 on the weekend in Search and Destroy. I don't know what it is, but right now he is frying in that game mode. And not only are you getting that much out of Envoy, but just, I mean, LA Thieves are already a top 3 Red Card S&D team on the weekend, but just the way that they prioritize, like even like back in round number 3, Red Card ends up clutching up just by staying alive, but the prioritization of LA Thieves to push out that guy top window as soon as the bomb goes down on A, like we aren't seeing most teams do that. They're trying to push out the site, and then they'll play for stacking bodies and fighting for the guy in window. So the way they're approaching it, I think is just taking Miami completely off guard.
6-3 to 250 to 202. Let's break down that first one, Nameless. What do you got for me?
Yeah, I mean, I thought Joe, you know, talked about really eloquently. The P2s were wonderful, and that's a hill Miami usually dominate on this map. Obviously, that's Miami's map pick, and you look at this through 2 vaults now that we've seen from Thieves, they're just electric. And honestly, it was the superstars on this map number 1. Scrap and Hydra took over, literally had almost the same exact stat line at the end. It was like 37 kills apiece. And when we did get to those P2s, just Hydra getting lost, man, making huge plays, just staggering the Miami Heretics. And, you know, once they were able to get that lead, they're able to hold on to it.
It's a huge shot. It felt like this whole map 1 was really Rencore and Real versus Scrap and Hydra as far as like engagements and pacing goes, but also like there was a moment in the first P4 where I believe it was also Scrap and Hydra who basically 2v4 the break to just keep Miami Heretics off of time, and then obviously they secured those early rotations during the next one to give themselves such an ample lead to close out this map.
I mean, if we saw the highlights, it was 135 to 170. And then they just stall out after that second P4. And that's just props to LA Thieves. That next set of hills was all them. They took over. Everybody else started to step up. But yeah, man, now it's a tough spot here for Miami Heretics.
Miami have been losing these game 2s as well this tournament. It's so unusual than what they were doing online, right? Like these series would have been so much easier if we saw that same Search and Destroy success, but LA Thieves just so good in that game 2. And something I thought they did really well was just setting Envoy up. There were so many rounds where Scrap was just playing way more patient than he usually does, allowing Envoy to get into position to make those massive plays.
Tough question without the spreadsheets in front of us, but when was the last time Miami pulled off a reverse sweep in your mind, Joe? Has it ever?
I don't even think it.
It's been a long time.
Yeah.
It's been a long time. But I mean, they are a team, if they get to the map 5, we saw a major 3, they can clutch up against the best of the best. The problem is, though, you're going to vault control. I mean, when's the last time Thieves have lost this?
The Toronto series, so it's like they have lost it, right? They have a loss on it. It's possible.
Yeah.
Plausible. I don't know.
Let's go to the casters to find out.
We're going to find out one way or another, folks. Yeah, 3-1 against Ultra, which was a shock to the world, I think. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, they're still incredible at it, but we'll find out if the Heretics have got what it takes to force itself into another map. One more map, it'd be great, wouldn't it, mate? I mean, keep this fight going.
It'd be nice, absolutely, but obviously Envoy has a say in the matter, and he is not interested in this series. He wants to move on to the next. He was chirping, and we know chirping this year has had a curse, but maybe calling in the gunship is like the maximum curse. And, well, now that that's been exercised out of the way, you're good. You got the Juju done, and they have been flowing right now. A decent losers bracket run LA Thieves have been on. They have been looking fierce. And honestly, it has just been a path of destruction. Now like 5 maps in a row that they have won, and acknowledged on the desk. They have lost the vault control recently. It happened yesterday, but those losses are few and far between. You're gonna have to be at your absolute best right now if you're Miami Heretics. You are going against possibly the top dogs, the Major 3 champions. Opportunity to go back-to-back, and yeah, whoa! Looking at the record overall, 40-8, one of the best single-mode records in Call of Duty history, certainly in the conversation of greatness.
Still on a spree as well. Control and Los Angeles Thieves goes hand in hand. Oh, what a nade, and they've read it perfectly. The cars have exploded. Rencore's taken some hits. Envoy now on the follow-up. They're running them down. They're running them down real bad on the B hit.
Yeah, this is scorching hot. Envoy's already through. Hydra, well, he's prowling there to kill. Metals, though, at least gives you 2, and it looks like LA Thieves, everybody but Hydra has been stopped in. Well, now this is his territory. He just wants to slow you down, drag the attention, and it's going to be Super and Rencore. I mean, just eyes on him. Is this the man you want to hunt?
One at a time, they do get it. Nice sucker punch off the rip there. Heretics managed to recover their balance, and now Reality's going for a bit of a hit of his own. But in the meantime, halfway through B, look at the segment. Oh, Super gets it done with a car. That's going to be the zone safe over to the middle of the map. No shenanigans there as well. Here come the Heretics on the track.
That's crazy. All the nades off the opening break. They got rid of the van, but the Jeep next to it still just alive and active. And now has one of the best KDs on the map.
That alongside the exploding propane tank from MW3. What a throwback that one is, folks. Envoy, what a ridiculous map he had before. 0-4 now. Renkor's 5 spree certainly helps the case. Before right now, the spawn trap's on, they're shooting bodies, and you're against the ropes now. Renkor finds a 7 spree. What is happening here? Hydra now back against the van. He gets taken care of though, as the spree's done, but 24-11 with 20 on the clock.
What a way to kick this one off. Don't let anybody out. 24v9, drain the lives and make this as quick as you can go. LA Thieves trying to make the B hit happen, and they are now just getting slaughtered 23-8. And a round that goes in the blink of an eye. 7 lives remaining, but what a punch landed by the Heretics. That is light speed. That is Renkor with 9 kills. Real 6-1. And shooting bodies as well. Venom on the main stage.
That's what you needed though. You did need to sign a life, a bit of a jolt. The defibrillator hits. Now Miami Heretics well and truly alive. This is Renkor very, very early on. I think after this, he gets 2 players lining up immediately, just coming around that corner. Yeah, it was Ghosty and Scrap, unreal. That is an opening that we have not seen. That is a level of play we've not seen against the LA Thieves. In control, maybe ever.
Yeah, they're trying to get their swagger back too. Again, shooting bodies is, you're trying to hype yourself up just a little bit for the potential reverse sweep, but that is a phenomenal defensive round coming in from Miami Heretics. The attacking rounds always just a little bit more difficult, so These want to get the momentum back. It is 4 men straight through the site. Double chow on either side. Trades are getting exchanged. Scrap seemingly unkillable, and Scrap is good for 3. Finally traded out in a 1v1 battle to secure the time. It's Super versus Envoy. You couldn't write it any better, and Envoy bested them. Heretics have to restabilize now.
The 3-man swing out there to put Metals in the dirt. Scrap holding down the lobby. This is crazy gunfight wins. The contest, the little cheeky bank of the concussion there is going to get you a little bit of attention towards the A zone, but B's got a lot of love to it as well. Eyes all over the place right now for the Thieves. There are no holes in the radar as they manage to hold firm and still defend A.
Yeah, and their teamwork right now on point there, flowing. Thieves doing a great job of double chowing nearly everything, collecting more kills in the feed. Scrap, Schmoves, and Ghosty's there for the cleanup crew. So as good as the defensive round was for Miami, Thieves looking to do the exact same thing, but a little bit better.
It's the Real special, the hop checks and contests there through the hole. Straight across over to B. Look at that angle.
Geometry's crazy.
That is wild. Here comes Ghosty. Great timing. Oh, you love that gunfight.
Trades though.
Here comes the man through Vault. Hydra's going to clean that up. That's the trade. Renkor in position to do not a huge amount here. You're nearly at 1 segment on A. It would be ideal to secure that because your defense looks so good. So long-term plan. For the round 5, it'd be great. Metals was a good one by the front door. Ghosty stops the capture. Got to get moving, back onto the zone.
And keep in mind, LA Thieves able to secure 2 segments. Miami Heretics just got there first. Now Scrap doing it himself. Didn't have the support, and it wasn't needed. Now you're fighting for your life just to get the extra ticks.
We're close enough to it. Second man shows up, goes not quite dead just yet. Envoy in the flank.
It's on.
They get the second segment, 10 seconds to go. The players are both off of it. Over to Scrap, he can save the round here. Close it out with another 2-piece, not gonna happen. Metals on the capture, 7.5 seconds.
I mean, yeah, we are running it down this game. The lives already being drained. Third segment though, nearly secured. You don't win the gunfight. Ghosty gives you something extra in Envoy there for the follow-up. And we are all tied up after 2 rounds. Each team dominant on defense.
That was a fast one. 2 rocking rounds. Scrap finding himself 13 kills on defense.
Yeah, how about that bounce back? This is the opening break. He able to bait all of his teammates. The shot's on point. He baits Ghosty for the final one, but for good reason. Wiped out every single kill. And as you stated, 13 kills on the defensive end, and the way Scrap has been playing this tournament, I mean, he knows where the players are going to be before they do. He is ready for the war.
I mean, you expect that of Scrap. Hydra's having a great tournament. Ghosty quietly having an unbelievable performance. And Envoy, when you need him the most, always there. Back on defense for the Heretics. A violent exchange so far. Ghosty, oh, that's magnificent. Couple of kills over by that side of the map. Now opens your boys up to try to clean out the middle map. It's going to be Real who manages to slip through the net. Ghosty once again on the trades for Spree, halfway towards the Hellstorm.
Yeah, you know Ghosty's twisted when he's shooting dead bodies on the ground. He is ready to pull the trigger. It's smart moves to be prepared for the second dive. Rancor, though, wins a crazy one. Slide with the aims. And kills being exchanged. Rancor, though, last man up on the defensive end. He's doing a good job at keeping away from the time. Envoy trying to pierce it. He does so. That's a 3 Spree, though, shut down. And it looks like Heretics, I mean, here for the fight. Here for the trades, except Scrap, virtually untradeable. Good for 2. That's the opening Thieves needed.
He has been basically goes for 2 every life, which is ridiculous. Hipfire there with a stun. We got the capture Envoy. Oh, slams the reinforcements. No one's getting. Oh, the third as well. A zone, long gone. To B we go.
Yeah, absolutely. 2-player stack as well, and Hydra back in his home. He's going to be playing inside Art, so you got the power position secured. A 3-man stack on the zone, and the flanks are going to be slow. Heretics, you could lose it here.
Yeah, this second segment load. It's gone. It's gone. It's Hydra. It's body shots. All dead. Heretics destroyed. Match point, LA Thieves.
You are removing all doubts. LA Thieves, to be feared, to be remembered. They are getting revenge for their series yesterday against Miami.
I think Hydra just hit the in-game chat. I saw the Z key, the Z key. Get pressed, folks. He brings his microphone very close to his mouth when he does it, so make sure you can hear it.
And Duolingo certainly being practiced by these young men before the series. Making sure across all language barriers they can let him know. Certainly the language of the game. Their guns are speaking loud.
Yeah, I mean, disgusting stuff from Scrap. It's only 19 and 15, but he's good for 2 every single time we see him. Sprees for everyone now on the LA Thieves. A preposterous round. Can they close it out now? All the momentum in the world. The Heretics, their backs are against the rope. The knees are getting weak. Is the blow here to finish them? Metals on the flank, red, dealt with, gone, super. Somehow picks up that one from the sky.
Yeah, these guns are getting heavy, and he's at least spotted on his way to jump top catwalk. So you have Hydra, has him in his sights. Real was the first to shoot bodies, but who gets the last laugh? Right now, no progress on either zone. 35 seconds burned off the game clock. Heretics, unstable. They're down 2 lives. They never have the pressure on the attack.
Starting to get a bit tunnel vision. The teamwork's not quite there like it used to be. Super, you got a little late to the fight. Unable to pick up on the trades, and that's not going the flank straight away. Real now gets involved, but it was a solo effort. Another set of trades. Thieves coming out on top. Thieves now, oh boy, they're circling in. They're trapping him in the corner. It's over to P2, you now go. Heretics, we're starting to shake.
This is devastation. They are laying waste to them. 25 seconds to go. There are no open avenues of attack. Real's gotten through, but he has no teammates near him. You are getting gunned down. Owning them in this series.
The clock will now tick down. The Heretics have just hit the map. 10, 8, 7, 6, counting them down. We're getting ready to ring the bell. Final seconds. 1, it's over. Oh, it's not over yet. Done. Throw in the towel. Ring the bell. This bout is over.
Revenge is a dish best served with bodies shot across the board. Disrespect shown in the grand finals secured. LA Thieves matching up against Atlanta FaZe. Just like we started at Major 1 is how we finish the regular season.
And that's one of those matches, you got them back. You got your lick back. You promised to tag them. And that's a confidence booster going into a grand finals now against FaZe. That one felt a little personal, but what an electrifying match. The Thieves back in form. Control once again theirs. We saw good looks in the search and destroy. Envoy with an unbelievable performance. Hardpoint as well. Even with the Heretics record and how well they've played this tournament, they took them to task. Heretics, your run at DreamHack comes to a close, but what a run it was.
And DreamHack has been an incredible time. Shades of the old days with the double stations rolling through, playing a lot more COD. It feels like we're squeezing it into a 3-day format, and it has been lights out. So a reminder, the Grand Finals rematch we have now, it was a Game 7 round 11 between these two teams at the start of the year. One of the best we have ever had. There's the potential, and obviously for LAT, they can feel it. Clean game out of Scrap and Envoy. The way these guys are playing, completely lights out in every single game mode. They're bringing the heat.